Hello everyone, welcome to Foreman Farming in the Philippines. Alright, well Lippy has completed all these basins. I'm going to water these again tomorrow. They weren't watered well enough, I'm thinking, when I watered them before, because they didn't have proper basins around them. But now they do. Lippy's completed them all, so I'm going to water them again tomorrow. Get some more of that good fish water on them. These here, this old dirty kitchen, the plumbing is still hooked up, but it leaks. It leaks right here. And so these plants are too wet. There's just too much moisture in here. For that one anyway. That one doesn't seem to be bothered by it too much. But this one is not a happy little tomato plant. But all the rest of these are doing real good. This one here is loaded up with tomatoes. So's that one. So we're going to have us a good tomato crop here shortly. There's a lot to do around here since no one else was here. And I had neglected, well, they jumped right back. I had thought I'd managed to kill these pepper plants here. I came out about, I don't know, it was right after lunch, and they were all wilted and sorry looking, and the soil was dry. But I gave them a good drink, and they've come right back out. It's amazing when you have a secure area how well things do. And these peppers here have all come up like gangbusters. And these 4 trays here are the ones that I just planted about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. And those about 8 or 9 days ago. And they're doing well. So what we're going to do is we're going to get, I don't know, some kind of, the girls have been making pots out of bamboo leaves. That's what these are here. We're going to get, I don't know, these work good for seedling trays, but they're not really deep enough. They need to be like yay, because we'd like to, what we're going to do is we're going to transplant these into larger containers or pots, one or the other, once they get up about another inch. And when they get to be 4 or 6 inch plants, then they're going somewhere different. Now I had thought that we'd be putting them over here on the downslope going down into the going down into the tilapia pond, but Marcel doesn't want to put them there. She wants to put cucumber and oppo, I think, and all her squash in there. So we may transplant those directly into the field below pond 4. Hippie is continuing here with these basins all along here. She's been working in this area because she's kind of been following the shade all day long, and can't blame her for that. And she's about half done with these. She'll complete that up tomorrow. I was able to finish all this watering here, except somehow, I don't know how, I missed this tree. Senility rears its ugly head again. But all these have been watered, so they'll be good for about another week. Ran the pump a good bit today. I'm going to fire it up again, probably right before dark. Pond 1 is about a foot down from being full, and I ran water directly into pond 2 for a little bit today. Filled it up. I helped the guys down here with the ditch for about 2 hours, and then went in and picked up Marcel and crew. They're back from near Carmen, kind of like in between Carmen and Tagbilaran. This dike here is finished. Get in here this way. So we built this up all the way back here. This is plenty high enough now. I haven't, it looks like it's still leaking because I can still see water there. Now whether, I don't know if it's leaking or if it's a leak from the pond or if it's a leak from the irrigation hose that goes up, because I ran it quite a bit today. I just don't know, and we won't know yet for several days. I'm going to check the water depth in this well, and I might just fire that up right now. So tomorrow we're going to do these spillways. And it's still pretty low. So I'm going to wait on that for another couple hours. Right before dark I'll start the pump again. This is all the proper height now. Come on, dogs, don't slow down now. Come on. This has been dug deeper all along here, about another foot. It's almost quitting time. Cooking wood, Nerio? Oh. There's still a lot of wood from the typhoon. A lot of dead trees and stuff back in there, and Nerio, Ablet, someone gets a bundle like that a couple times a week and takes it home and uses it for cooking wood. We're just about to make the turn here. We'll continue this ditch probably to about here, but not quite so deep. We're just going to build this bank up to force it around. About the same height as that banana tree, I'm thinking. That banana tree, just level across here. Maybe even a little bit higher. I don't know yet. I don't think it needs to be as high as that dam, because you know, every little bit that we go up here, there where that dog is walking, that also has to be raised up. Now I'd planned on raising that about 6 inches there, pretty much all the way back, and 6 inches there would equate to right about, you know, right about at that banana tree. And yeah, that'll give us a bank about as high as, yeah, maybe about as high as Swimmer's Head there. That might not be enough. We'll have to do a visual on this when we get a little bit closer to it happening. As the ditch comes around, it'll be easier to judge. But this has to come up at least another 2 feet here. Right, Nerio?
Right.
You may have to take out that little banana tree there and transplant it. Don't know yet, we'll see. It has to be plenty high enough so that it can, there's a lot of water that comes down this. and off the plateau. So it has to be high enough where it can build up in here and not over top while it's going around. That 2 foot, well, it's about a foot and a half by 2 feet deep ditch. It won't be any problem in a good rain of filling that ditch up. So it has to have enough of a barrier here to force that much of it through. It's going to be hard to say how much we're going to need to build this up because we haven't made the turn here. But when we do, you can kind of look at this here. I don't know, it's close because we're down about 2 feet here. We'll see, but I want to get these spillways done tomorrow so that I can, all the ponds will be, well, pond 1, 2, and 3 will be full by tomorrow evening, and then I can begin filling this pond up the rest of the way. And the rest of the way is going to be about a foot deeper than what it is now, so it's going to take quite a bit of water. But we can't push it up. We can't make it deeper until the spillways are in, especially this one. And it definitely needs to be deeper. I see a little dead fish there. That's the second one that I've seen today. So this water is not deep enough. It's only maybe 2 feet deep. And today was a hot, mostly sunny day. It's just not deep enough. And the water gets too hot. And old Stubby there is waiting for it to drift over. But he is not above swimming out there to get it. But we need to definitely build this up, raise the water level. And it's, I don't know, we'll see where we're at here. I was looking at seeds today, looking at them, pricing them, and seeds are getting expensive now. I was looking at a bag of corn seed. It's 2,600 pesos. That's a kilo bag, but still, I'm going to do some shopping online tonight, or some looking online, and see if I can get a little bit better deal on seeds. We're not under the gun time-wise yet, so I have time for things to get shipped here. So I looked at corn and beans and the long green beans, which are very common here. I looked at those. I looked at Amplaya. I looked at cucumber seeds. I looked at melon seeds. They got 2 different kinds of watermelons that are common here. The striped ones seem to be the most popular. I don't know yet. I'm thinking, I've got to talk it over with Maricel and Tatai. I'm thinking that we're going to have 6 small gardens here. All 6 of them with the same thing in them, rather than 6 individual plots of one thing or 2 things. That way we can keep a more steady supply, and one of them could be fallow. It wouldn't hurt anything for it to be fallow while we're working, you know, because we have the other 5 in production. So got to get it nailed down, about 6 or 7 different items. Got to get it nailed down exactly what we're going to plant and just how we're going to do it. Alrighty, that's the goings on today. I messed around today and I didn't get any fish food, and so the fish aren't getting fed tonight. I'll run into town and get them a supply tomorrow. I'm really happy that this is done. I don't know if we're going to have enough manpower tomorrow. I would like to get all the spillways done and that dam heightened up about 6 inches, and all along there heightened up about 6 inches. I think that's more like 2 days worth of work rather than one. But I'm going to be helping them, so, and I don't know how many. Ablett has found a different job, and so he won't be back. His cousin is rebuilding his house, and so he's helping his cousin. So he won't be back until in time for us to hire him back. I mean, we won't have any work for him. Because everybody, I'd love to keep Nerio on, but I think everyone but Tata is going to get the layoff probably Wednesday-ish of next week. You know what I wanted to show you guys? I don't know if Gina's made a video, but I'm sure she's really proud of them. This is what I was saying before about the height that tomato plants can get to. And these are a good 7 feet. And they will soon be 8 feet. But again, you can see how big these stems are down there. That big one there is bigger than my thumb, and because of the way they've been tied, you can see they're kind of the stalks, let's say, are bent and misshaped because they're struggling to stand up because they've been restricted. Now I can tell that Gina hasn't tied them as much as Marcel did, or at all. Let me get in here and really look. I do see some tie back in there, so she has used it. And these are just loaded up with tomatoes. Look at them. I'm going to ask her if she has fertilized these again. I suggested to her that she fertilized the crap out of them about a month ago, and she did. And they are doing great. This raised bed has worked really well. Moving the rice hulls in and mixing it in with soil at about a 50-50 rate. This soil has done really good. I'm really pleased with what Gina has accomplished here. Like her onions are doing good. The pepper plants, though, I don't know. These peppers just never did that good. Maybe it's the wrong pH in there. It's definitely the right pH for tomatoes. Her eggplants are doing really well. Eggplant all over them. These are from the ones that I started in the piggery. They're doing really well. I'm going to, sometime next week, I'm going to transplant these mulberry. Yeah, it's time. It's time to get these guys in the ground. I don't even know what this is. It looks like something Gina has put in here. But there's one. I don't know if we can. I'm just gonna take this bucket and lay it on its side and take them all out. Try to be real gentle with them and not disturb the roots much. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. It's hard to tell if this one is the same plant or not. 3 or 4. I'm amazed that they just from broken limbs that they rooted. So I've got to figure out exactly where I'm going to put them. Somewhere back up there maybe. Yeah, this stuff here needs a drink. She wasn't here. They were all down the marshes. But this is a green jungle, and it is all thirsty. So I'd imagine Gina's gonna have her own watering day tomorrow. See these peppers? How much better they're doing here than in the raised bed. I don't know variety wise if they're the same or different. I would say they're probably different, but just the plants themselves are doing a lot better. As are these. I think it's about time to start picking these. Definitely time to harvest some cucumbers. She's probably got 30 kilos of them hanging down here. Oh, Peppa. Are you hungry, Peppa? I fed you already today. And those peppers are doing good too. Look at all those cucumbers. This is a really good way to do it. I wouldn't have thought of using a net like this, but that's a really smart way to do it. The only problem is being able to hold it up. This pole here is collapsed from the weight. They're so dang heavy. It didn't collapse, it just broke. Well, I'll let her know. These here are under a little stress as well. That's a lot of cucumbers. Alrighty, well that's kind of the tour of the farm today. Thank you everyone. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Hello, Peppa. Where's your babies, huh? Oh, where's your babies, huh? Oh, hey. Alright. I'll get you a banana leaf. You're very spoiled, Peppa. You're a very spoiled pig. There you go, Peppa. Yeah, that's good. Just leave it hanging up like that. She is due, I think, in a week or two. Well, alrighty then. We're done. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.